Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Rachel. I'm a photographer, visual artist. I'm based in London. In this video, I'm going to share with you my top art exhibitions for 2026. And going to an art exhibition, I think, is the best way, I believe, to boost your creativity, to boost your inspiration. Before you go to the exhibition, prepare a notebook and prepare some questions. In this video, I'm going to share about this exhibition in London. In London, we're going to have amazing photography exhibition, also painting. Another famous photographer, which is Lee Miller. I went to see this exhibition recently. It's still on at the Tate Britain. I walked out of this exhibition, I was completely wowed. I did a master's in fine art photography. My lecturers, they didn't really talk about Lee Miller. It sounds crazy, but her work is just astounding. She started as a model in New York, then she moved to Paris. She was more interested in photography than being a model. And she worked with Man Ray. She developed a style. She learned about surrealistic photography, solarization. She moved to London. She met her husband, Marilyn Monroe. From there, she managed to work for British Vogue, a war correspondent during World War II. I'm going to talk about more in detail about Lee Miller, but Lee Miller, she deserves much more than a few words. It's an exhibition about Marilyn. I loved photographies of Marilyn, mostly in black and white. I don't know, this woman, she was very photogenic. She was a sunshine. This exhibition is going to inspire me to move back to using film for black and white portraiture. I hope they're going to print all the photos on silver gelatin paper because I just love this quality of paper. If you've never seen a silver gelatin print black and white, try to go to a museum and see it because it's just the quality of the black and the white, the grey. Oh my gosh, it's just so amazing. It's such a pure piece of art. Let's not diverse from here. I'm really looking forward to this exhibition. There are some portraits which I saw of Marilyn last year. I went to see the Elton John exhibition where he shared all his collection and he had a beautiful portrait of Marilyn. So this is going to be an inspiration about portraiture, about using film, going back to analog photography, maybe even doing your own development and printing on black and on silver gelatin paper, and also getting inspiration because the portraits of some of the portraits of Marilyn are very simplistic. It's just a black shape, her blonde face, and then just nothing around. But it just creates so much drama. It's so nearly like a Baroque painting. So there's going to be a lot to learn out of this exhibition, which I definitely recommend. And again, I'm going to share my findings with you. And this exhibition is going to be at the National Portrait Gallery from the 4th of June to the 6th of September. Here we're going to talk about a fashion designer. This fashion designer was a rival of Chanel. And I saw the Chanel exhibition at the V&A. This was an amazing exhibition, but this designer, I don't know if you say Schiaparelli or Schiaparelli. She was an amazing designer, and the exhibition is going to be called Fashion and Art. And why was she not that famous? Why was she not as famous as Chanel? Because Chanel created timeless design that everybody loved. But Schiaparelli, she used art and fashion. So she created surrealistic pieces. Hats which looked like a shoe. She didn't appeal to everyone. She had more difficulties to appeal to the general public for people to like her design. But what she created is pretty amazing. So I'm really looking forward to this exhibition because it's going to be a first in the UK. And as photographers, we can always learn something from a fashion designer, from other type of arts, other media. Again, go with an open eye. Some composition that might inspire you. Again, go to the exhibition with a notebook. Don't just walk blind through the exhibition. Make yourself a mission to go into the exhibition and walk out with a goal. What do I want to walk out with? What type of finding do I want to walk out of this exhibition? What did I learn here? I hope I even inspired you. This is going to be from the 28th of March at the V&A. I really recommend that you check their website on a regular basis because usually when there's an exhibition at the V&A, it's just sold out. Look their website and it's opening on the 28th of March. Finally, she gets the recognition that she deserves. Another British sweetheart is David Hockney. So there was a big exhibition in Paris last year, but this time there's a free exhibition at the Serpentine Gallery in London, which is going to celebrate his latest work. Why, as a photographer, do I like David Hockney? I love the color palette. His photography makes me think a bit about the Kodachrome of William Eggleston. As a photographer, I'm not always careful about my color palette. I have a tendency to use a lot of black and white. I have a tendency also to use muted colors, maybe because I want to focus on the face. But this exhibition pushed me out of my comfort zone to find inspiration using a color palette. So this is going to be one of my goals of 2026. I want to use a color palette in my photography. Again, push the boundaries, finding new ways. And I'm going to walk out of this exhibition with a notebook thinking, okay, which color palette did you use? What did I like here? There's a touch of red there. There's a swimming pool, which I really loved. He does a lot of swimming pools in his painting. This is an exhibition that might inspire you about using a different color palette. And this is what I'm going to do. I will share my findings with you once I go and see the exhibition. And this is going to be at the Serpentine Gallery from March the 12th until the 23rd of August. Another very exciting exhibition is called the 90s. So this exhibition is going to take place at Tate Modern from the 1st of October to the 14th of February 2027. Why is this exciting? I lived through the 90s, around 125. I just wanted to fit in. But this was a period about revolution, the fall of the Berlin Wall. We were celebrating the 100 years of the French Revolution. It was Tiananmen, the fall of the Iron Curtain. This was a period, and also you had Kate Moss, amazing model, very photogenic, beautiful photography from Peter Lindbergh. This also, the music was pretty amazing. I think it was a fantastic time. I just navigated through it without even realizing it was a fantastic time. So going to this exhibition is going to give me a little bit of my time back. I'm not only going for that, of course. We're going to find a lot of inspiration in this exhibition because it was a very creative period. But you're also going to have the designers like Vivienne Westwood, Alexander McQueen. It's going to be a very, very creative, inspirational exhibition. So this is going to be from the 1st of October. One of my favorite artistic influence is coming back to London, and I have seen a lot of her exhibition already. She is Mexican. She's an activist, revolutionary, an artist, a wife. Frida Kahlo is coming back to London, also to the Tate Modern, from the 25th of June. This is about the different self of Frida. Frida as a wife, Frida as an artist, as an activist, a revolutionary. I just love her work. If you know her story, what happened to her when she in her 20s, she wanted to be a medical student, she was on a bus. A pole of metal went through her body. I just can't imagine it. All her life she really suffered. At the same time, she created amazing work, a lot of self-portrait, used her painting as a message to express political ideas, expressing how she felt in a relationship. Diego Riva, which was not that easy. There's a very good documentary I can recommend on BBC that you watch. You're going to learn a lot about Frida. I love her paintings because there's something in the expression in the face she's trying to share with us. I've never done really a lot of self-portrait. Maybe it's going to push me to do some self-portrait, but it's also something I could use in my portraiture. I love the fact that I use this different type of self because I love to explore the self. I love to explore the self-expression, to explore the self even more and touch it into self-portraiture. This is going to be at the Tate Modern from the 25th of June to the 3rd of January 2027. And last but not least, this is going to be a great exhibition for photographers, creative at the time of AI. AI is about, or even digital photography is about perfection. Everything looks so perfect. This exhibition is called Light and Magic, and it's celebrating the birth of photography from the 1880 to the 1960s. And it's also celebrating pictorialism. So when photography started, it was far from perfect because you had so many drawbacks. You had to use these big boxes, the view cameras, in 8x10 or 4x5, people had to stand still, otherwise it would be out of focus. Alternative process like solarization, you had cyanotype, you had platinum, a lot of processes. So this is an exhibition I'm really looking forward to push the boundaries of my photography, moving out of this perfect image, digital image, AI image. Yeah, we don't want that. As photographers, maybe we have been taught to, everything has always to be in focus, everything has to be, the composition has to be perfect, everything has to be this and that, but this exhibition is going to teach you away from all this stuff. It's like when you learn piano, okay, you have to learn the classical piano, you have to learn all the rules, but then you can, when you play jazz, you walk away from this stuff and you play your jazz. So this exhibition, I think, is going to invite you to play jazz instead of doing the classical conservatory or the typical technical photography, everything is just so perfect. Where did you put yourself in the photo? Where did you put some of yourself, some of your soul in this image? I'm really looking forward to that. This is called Light and Magic. See, magic? It's everything is in the word. The birth of photography, amazing. It's going to be from the 8th of October to the 14th of February 2027, again at the Tate Modern. I hope you enjoyed me talking about this exhibition. Let me know in the comment which one you would like to see, which one would be a priority for you and why you want to see. So thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for next time where I'm going to share about Lee Miller. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.